Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to cilinixfxcapital. Hope you're all doing great, and welcome to this video on the Rndr token, which was requested by some of you. I know that there's quite a significant Rndr token community around cilinixfxcapital, so welcome back. We'll do a full update. Rndr has been actually one of the most fascinating cryptos for the last couple of weeks, or perhaps even the last month, and it's been flying under the radar for most people. It's been very bullish. It's been on my radar. I've mostly been looking for shorts, well, I guess you can already know how well that went. I did not short it though. I didn't, but I mean, looking for it, like the 0.618 fib right here was one of the levels where I thought, hey, it might find some resistance there, which it did, but it doesn't look like this will be the top, right? So it looks like it will be able to rally up even higher, but that's what we'll talk about. In this video, we'll also theorize a little bit about the why it's so bullish right now. But all of that we'll talk about. Before we dive into that though, I do want to briefly tell you that I have my own premium trading group in which I share my own trades as signals, but you also gain access to a chat room full of traders and my trading guide. So if you actually want to make some money while becoming a better trader and getting signals like this, for example, we entered this earlier this morning. If you want to know how to spot those, how to check those out, consider joining. But for now, let's get into Rndr. So one of my main ideas behind Rndr right now and why it's this bullish, because it's very bullish, right? I mean, most of you know. But one of the main ideas, I think it's manipulated. Like the amount of volume coming from top credit and Turkish volume does confirm that, I think. But I also think that it's more of like manipulation, but it's probably manipulation by market makers. Like, for example, what you can see right now, if I'll be able to open this, I'm not sure if I can, but I saw some market makers transacting it heavily for the last couple of weeks already. So sometimes what they do is they use trading algorithms to push a price up slowly. All right. So for example, by erasing some supply side liquidity and adding some demand side liquidity, then you get a sort of a natural process up. So that's also kind of what's happening with Rndr right now. I don't need to show you the records. I think that's not interesting for this video. But then, like, what you should know is that there's absolutely nothing that can stop Rndr, or nothing that should stop Rndr. All right. So sure, this resistance level we're at right now is massive. It's technically strong. It's a 0.618 fib. Should that usually mean that that's resistance? Yes. Does it mean that now? No. All right, because on the daily, you can see that Rndr is actually getting quite bullish with those EMAs below the price. And on the 4-hour time frame, there's absolutely nothing that that says that Rndr will drop down. So what we'll see over the next couple of days, because I do expect volatility in the markets, and that will affect Rndr as well. What we'll see is if Rndr will be able to break above 1.86 again. It already did that right here on Saturday, but that was a bit of a fake out, I'd say. I think that if Rndr breaks above that again, or let's say 1.87, if it breaks above that again, I think it will easily get up to the next resistance at 1.95, which is a minor resistance here. And then $2 and 2.05 is very, very close. So at this point of time, that still looks like the most likely scenario, because there's absolutely nothing that goes against that. Now, like I said, the markets will be volatile. So I do expect some volatility for Rndr here in this area between like let's say 1.75 or 1.76 and the main resistance at 1.86. If for some reason Bitcoin crashes and Rndr drops down below 1.75, all right, then the situation has changed. This is not what I expect. There's no indication of this right now. You just should be prepared, all right? Because if it does break down below 1.75, then all of a sudden the market structure is at least a consolidation, perhaps a downtrend, and we'll see more bearish momentum down to like 1.65 and 1.63. So yeah, most likely scenario is that it will consolidate here and then eventually break above 1.87. Oh, excuse me, there's a lot going on in the markets. Break above this and then rally up higher. But you should be prepared for all scenarios. All right, so that's my take on Rndr for now. If you do have any questions, then let me know, as always. But for now, thank you for watching. Take care and bye.